Hey everyone, it's a new week and a new year and my first training video of 2025, and we're going to be kicking things off with a full week of my training. Runs, cycles, swims, strength training, recovery, everything. I had some illness and a bit of an injury at the end of last year, but I've managed to stack some pretty good weeks of training over the last couple of weeks, so here we go with a full week of my training. Good morning, it is Monday morning, it is about 9 o'clock in the morning. We are kicking off the week and starting the week's training. This week we've got about 16 hours planned, a bit smaller than last week. Last week I did 17 hours and 20 minutes, so slightly smaller volume, but we're going to be focusing on some really good quality training. Today I've got a 45-minute steady run, an aerobic swim and a gym session, which is a very standard Monday for me. I do the same thing pretty much every week. Occasionally we'll swap out the gym session for an hour, steady on the bike, and do the gym session another time in the week. But most of the time, this is what we do on a Monday. I'm going to get the run done first and then go out and do the swim and gym together. Before I go for the run though, I've got some physio exercises to do. If you saw the previous two training videos, you would have seen that I was having some problems with my knee. The pain is here, and if I try to bend it, it can. And that has now been solved by these exercises from the physio, so I'm going to get them done now before going out on the run. Right, so as I was saying, I've got these physio exercises to do. There are 3 exercises: clams, glute bridges and wall pushes, all targeting the glute, which I've been doing probably for about 2 weeks now. And yeah, it's been really helping. My knee hasn't hurt at all when I've been running, so that's been really, really good. It's meant I can do some consistent running for the first time in a long time actually, so hoping to see some improvements, being able to do consistent running again. And yeah, as I said, there's 3 exercises, and I'm going to get them done now before I go for the run. Right, so the run is done. I am now on the way to the pool. Well, I'm about to leave for the pool to do the swim session and the gym session. The run went okay. I think it was about just over 9k, so just under 5 minute per k pace. So fairly steady, pretty easy. Yeah, just a nice steady run to kick off the week's training. Yeah, as I said, about to go to the pool. I did get a question on the last video about what my strength work looks like in the gym. So I'll talk to you about that afterwards. But yeah, going to go to the pool. My swim session is 3,400 meters. It's an aerobic swim. We're going to be doing lots of swimming in this video. Swimming every weekday, so 5 times. I'm going to guess 14,800 meters of swimming total this week. The way my Training Peaks works is I can see the session title and the time, but I can't see the specific session until the day before. So I can just see that we've got a VO2 swim on Tuesday and a strength swim on Wednesday. I can't see how far it's going to be until the day before. So my guess is going to be 14.8k total this week. But yeah, so a lot of swimming, but that is my weakness. That's what we need to focus on for the coming season. But that's good. Yeah, going to get going, and I'll talk to you afterwards about how the swim went and how my gym session went and what I was doing. So yeah, let's get going. Right, so that is the gym session and swim finished. The swim ended up being about an hour. It was actually an hour and 10 seconds, so very close to an hour, which was the planned time, and 3,400 meters. The main set was 12 by 100 steady, focusing on an early catch, making sure that was far out forwards, which was pretty good. Nothing too hard to the shoulders, and my lats were a little bit sore, which isn't usual for Monday. Monday is usually the day where I'm feeling good because it's been 2 days since I last swam, rather than swimming every day other than that. But, you know, it's alright, I'm sure it'll be fine. Nothing too bad. It's good, it was a fairly easy swim. And then in the gym, I had a specific question in my last video about what I do in my gym sessions. So I'm quickly going to jump in and answer that question from Dan in a bit more detail. So I currently do 2 strength and conditioning sessions a week, 1 push session and 1 pull session. Both of them are full body, focusing on all aspects of the body that are required in triathlon. And in terms of avoiding DOMs, that's kind of become less of an issue as I've done more consistent gym work, but I'll just focus on not doing anything too heavy, focusing on doing more reps at a lighter weight, so not to affect the next day's training or the rest of the day's training. So I'll go through what this session was, and then later on in the week I'll go through what my next gym session was. So it was a pull session on Monday, and that included a general warm-up including cat-cows, thoracic rotations, wall angels, and then the 3 stretches that I talked to you about earlier for my glutes. And then it was trap bar deadlifts, single leg bot squats, pull-up iso holds, reverse flies with external rotations, single arm clean and jerks, hip hikes, Copenhagen planks. So I hope that answers your question and gives you a bit of an idea of what my strength and conditioning schedule looks like. I'll go through what my push session looks like later on in the week. And if you have any more questions, feel free to answer them in the comments, and I will try to answer them in the next video, or I'll answer them in the comments if not. So that is today's training finished, all done and dusted. Full green day on Training Peaks, which is a big win. And yeah, that's it. The rest of the day I'm gonna I've got some video editing work to do. I'm gonna do some delivery maybe, and then also see my friends later this evening. And that is it. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning, the second day of this day of training, and today is my birthday. I've just turned 19, so that's super exciting, and today's training is fairly simple, just a fun birthday day of training. I've got an hour swim, 3,000 meters VO2 session. The main set is 10 times 100, doing the fastest possible average, so definitely not an easy swim, but I'm looking forward to doing some fun swimming for my birthday. And then after that I'm going to go straight to the physio to report back to the physio about my knee. I might get some new exercises to do, but I'm looking forward to reporting back to the physio that the exercises that I've been doing have really helped, because my knee has not hurt at all since I've started doing those exercises. And then after that I've got a turbo training session. I'm not sure what that turbo training session is going to be. Grant hasn't put it on Training Peaks yet, but he said he's going to construct a fun 19 themed turbo training session for me turning 19. So I'm not sure if that's going to be like 19-minute efforts or 19 reps of something or something else, but I don't know. It should be good fun. I'm looking forward to getting that done as soon as possible. Hopefully going to get that done by this afternoon, so I can enjoy the rest of my birthday with all my training done for the day. So let's get going to the pool and get the training started. Right, so I have just done my swim and had the physio appointment. The swim went well. It ended up being 2,700 meters because I had to cut it a bit short for getting to the physio in time, but the physio was good. The physio was very pleased that my knee wasn't hurting. I've got a few more exercises to do that just increase the load on the glutes as the glutes are getting stronger. But that's really good that solved the problem with the knee. I didn't know that a weakness in the glute could cause problems with the knee, but that's why it's good that I saw the physio. I've just stopped at Co-op to get some birthday supplies, just to fuel my turbo session that Grant has now put on. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's 19 times 1 minute, I think, which is a very fun session. Might be a bit difficult though. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the watt specifically, so I don't know how mean he's been for my birthday. But the supplies I've got from Co-op, I've got a big thing of chocolate milk, because that is the best way to fuel training. I've got 4 double deckers and some Scandinavian swimmers. Absolutely incredible. Cannot wait. Gonna get home, get some lunch, do the cycling session, and just overall great vibes, having a great time. Talk to you when I'm on the bike for the turbo session. Right, so I've just started the turbo training session. It's a total of an hour 18. The session that Grant has very creatively come up with is a 19-minute warm-up, just easy, and then a ramp up with 30 seconds, gradually building up from 229 watts to 315 watts. And then the main set is 19 repeats of 1 minute hard, 1 minute easy, which is very fun, very creative. 19 efforts for the 19 years I've been alive. So that's very fun. As I said, total time of an hour 18. Gonna get that done. It's pretty late, but getting it done anyway. And then this evening, going out for a meal with my family, going out for an Indian, which I cannot wait for. Lots of food. I did eat all of the Scandinavian swimmers, or Swedish fish, as some people call them, sweets. So I've got nothing to fuel me for this ride, apart from gels. which aren't quite as fun, but it's not too hard of a session, so I might end up having one of them, or maybe 0. We don't know. We'll see how I feel if I need some carbs. I haven't ridden outside in so long. The weather has been horrendous. Some of the coldest temperatures I think I've ever experienced here in York. It got down to -5 one night. Actually, no, I think it got down to -7 one night. Maybe that was the feels like temperature, but that is very cold. So, lots of riding indoors over the last couple of weeks. But I'm hoping to be able to ride outside for the crit session on Thursday. That'll be 2 hours on the track, which is always very tough. I was talking to Grant last week, I think it was, and we're basically talking about how the sessions on the track are good. They're a lot of anaerobic work, very top end stuff, but over the next couple of weeks we're definitely going to be focusing on more aerobic strength, all stuff to do with LT1, LT2. Need to focus on the LT1 or lactate turn point 1. I still don't fully understand it. I need to learn a bit more about it. I've been doing quite a lot of threshold, tempo, lower end stuff, so you're going to see that tomorrow. I'm doing a threshold session running, and then on Saturday a long ride, and on Sunday a long run. So good fun, having a good time training, I'm enjoying it. Good swim this morning, good physio appointment, and now hopefully a good turbo training session. So let's crack on and get it done. Right, so the warm-up is done. I'm just about to start the first of the 19 reps. Each of them is 1 minute at 330 watts, and the 1 minute rest is at 125 watts. So that doesn't seem like it'll be too hard. I might be speaking too soon. Shouldn't be too hard, we'll see. I'm starting in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, it is Wednesday morning. It is a pretty grey and gross day, and the training we've got today is a strength swim. I think the total is 3,500 metres, and then after that it is a threshold run session, which I might do on the track, I might not, I'm unsure. It depends on what time I'm doing it, and the weather's pretty gross, so yeah, I'm not sure, I'll decide. But first I've got to go drop off my bike at the bike shop, it's getting serviced. And then after that, going straight to the pool. So the training today is fairly standard, it's pretty much the same each Wednesday. So let's crack on and get going. I'll go drop off my bike and then go straight to the pool, and see you later. Right, so I've just finished my swim and just got home. The swim was, as I said earlier, 3,500 metres. The main set was 8 by 200 with the pull buoy and band at ankles, and then 8 times 100, each one trying to get a second quicker each time, starting fairly easy and then going up to fairly hard. And that was good. It ended up taking a while. I met someone new, a nice guy called James, who's just moved back from New Zealand, who does triathlon, so that was nice. Always nice to see new people at the swimming pool, have more people to recognise and make something a bit more interesting. And now I'm about to quickly eat some lunch, and then I've got my threshold session, and that is the session that I'm going to be doing. It's about an hour long. It is a 50-minute warm-up, 5 minutes gentle build, and then 10 times 2 minutes at 10k pace with 45 seconds rest. So yeah, that should be good, and then a 10-minute cool down or so. Yeah, that'll be good fun. I was hoping to do a session on the track, because that would make it a bit more easy for me to film. I could mic myself up for the track session with this microphone, this wireless mic that I've been using throughout the video, but yeah, I don't think that's going to work today. Maybe in the next video, because that'll be really fun. Having a mic, might let me attach my hat while I'm running on the track, and I can talk to you through the session. But I think that is not going to work today. I'm just going to have to go and do the session and talk to you when I get back. So yeah, going to quickly eat some lunch and then get that threshold session done. All right, talk to you later. So the threshold run went really, really well. I was feeling super strong and yeah, managed to pace each effort really well. I was doing, as I said, 2 minutes, 10 times 2 minutes at threshold. I kind of had to guess what my threshold pace is at the moment, as I haven't raced a 10k hard in a very long time. So I guessed that it was about 3:45 per k, which I actually think might be a little bit under what my 10k pace is at the moment. Actually, sorry, a little bit over. I think my 10k pace is a little bit faster than that right now. But yeah, it was a good session. It was kind of beginning to get a little bit hard, which is good. I think that was kind of the difficulty of the session should have been. Grant said that it was about 8 out of 10 effort for the 2 minutes, which pretty well tied up to what my 10k pace is about, or roughly. I titled it on Strava, just a little bit of spice. And if you want to follow me on Strava, you can search up Sam Hulse, or I'll put a link in the description as well. I put up all my training on there, and I occasionally try to be funny. So if you want to follow me on there, feel free. And that was Wednesday's training all done and dusted. As I said, Wednesdays are all pretty similar. I always do some sort of session. So at the moment, that is often threshold and tempo sessions. A few months ago, I was doing more faster paced stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe the next couple of months, as we get close to my season, I'll start doing some more race paced stuff again. But at the moment, as I said, building an aerobic base. So that is a lot of threshold and tempo work.
Good morning. It is Thursday morning. I'm just out on a 40-minute easy run to start off the day's training. And the rest of the training I've got today, I've got a swim session to do. It's a threshold swim. And then this evening I've got a 2-hour session cycling on the track, which is always good fun. It's been my first time cycling outdoors in quite a long time because of all the ice. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling good. I'm just enjoying this run, doing it super easy. My legs are a little bit sore from the run yesterday, but that went well. And just getting this run done at a nice, slow, steady pace. Not quite the nice weather I was expecting and hoping for, but still good fun to be out on the golf course running.
Good morning, it is Friday morning. Today we're doing something exciting that don't think I've done before. I'm getting all of my training done in one go at the gym. I've got a 45-minute steady run, an easy swim and a gym session. And I'm going to run at the gym on the treadmill because it is very, very windy today. We've got a bit of a yellow wind warning going on, pretty crazy storm going on.
Don't make unnecessary journeys. Don't take risks on treacherous roads.
So I'd rather not run outside. I'll run on the treadmill instead. And while I do that, I might watch some of the Australian Open to keep me entertained if it's still going on. I'm actually starting a bit later than I would have planned because I got a bit distracted watching Ben Shelton and Yannick Sinner in the semi-final of the Australian Open. And I'm hoping that Ben Shelton can take it to a 4th or 5th set, because if not, it might end before I actually get to the gym. Because I was watching the first and second set. And the first set was very good, and then the second set, Ben Shelton didn't play quite as well. So yeah, gonna get going, get to the gym, and get my training all done and dusted for the day. I'm feeling good. My legs are a little bit sore from yesterday's cycling session. It was a pretty tough session. Not as tough as it sometimes is. It was a bit easier, but I was feeling very strong yesterday, but my legs are still fatigued. Not strong enough to not have any fatigue from it. It was a tough session nonetheless. So yeah, let's get going, and I'll see you at the gym. So that run on the treadmill went pretty well. The 45 minutes went by pretty quickly, and then I went to do the easy swim. And the planned distance I had was 2,500 meters, just super easy, focusing on technique. And I kind of bottled it. I went straight into the pool after running without eating anything, and I was just feeling terrible. I was feeling empty, I was feeling hungry, I had no energy. I managed to get 1,300 meters through the session. I had 2 emergency gels in my bag that I always have in my swim bag in case of an emergency, and I took those 2 gels thinking they might bring me back to life a bit, but I was too far gone. I was too hungry, I had no energy, I was barely moving in the pool. Friday's session is always a bit difficult. I'm always feeling a little bit sore after the week's swimming, but yeah, no, it was not good. So I only managed 1,300 meters of it, and that was quite a lot shorter than planned. So obviously that brought down the total week's swimming down a little bit below what it was planned, and it also was a red session on Training Peaks. I had a yellow session earlier on in the week, but it was down to red, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice to have a fully green week on Training Peaks, but yeah, no, I need to plan that better next time. Take something to eat after running in the gym before swimming. And then after that, I went to the gym, and before that, I went to the cafe and I got a Coke, a banana, and a Snickers bar to give me some energy and bring me back to life, to give me some energy for the gym session. If I hadn't had that, if the cafe wasn't there, I don't think I would have been able to manage to do the gym session. That was only just enough to get me through the gym session. But after I got home, I ate a lot. And yeah, I kind of seem to often make these mistakes with fueling, so I need to think about that more when I'm training, making sure I'm fueling well and getting some good nutrition in. And then I went into the gym, and I'll run you through what that push session was. So it was the same warm-up as the previous gym session, and then I went on to do front squats, barbell step-ups, hamstring slides, dumbbell bench press, dumbbell push press, Busu ball planks, and standing calf raises with the Smith machine. And there we go, that is Friday's training all done and dusted. I quite enjoyed being able to get it all done in one go at the gym, although if I'd managed to fuel better for the swim, it would have been even better. But there we go, that was Friday's swimming, all done fairly early. It was quite nice to get it all done in one go. It was 2 green sessions and 1 red session on Training Peaks. And there we go, that was Friday's training. Now on to Saturday.
Right, good morning. I'm about an hour and 15 into the ride. I haven't been able to film anything so far just because it's been so windy and I've had headwind pretty much the entire way so far, so I'm going to ride hard, trying to keep moving. I've kept a decent pace into the headwind. I've been riding pretty hard. I'm very much looking forward to the ground. Good fun. A bit more fun than the ones that we're doing, but very glad to be outside. Some lovely views. I've been riding towards the Dales. I'm about to get into the Dales, just the beginning of the Dales for this ride today. I'd have to be going a bit further to get properly into the Dales, but it's lovely views, lovely hills, sort of lovely weather, good times. Right, so I'm now 2 hours into the ride and I just turned around, about to head home, and I've got to the tailwind. So I'm now just going to smash it as hard as I can home. I'm about 55k into the ride, so it's been pretty slow average speed, but should speed up now. A couple of k ago I actually bumped into, cycled past Johnny Brownlee, which was pretty crazy. Nice to see him around the Dales, around the local roads. But yeah, there's lovely roads around here, very hilly, very tough, but good fun.
Right, so unfortunately the audio in the next clip didn't save, so I'm just going to have to go back and guess what I said. I think I said, wow, that was pretty tough. So the total time of the ride ended up being 3 hours, 22 minutes and 39 seconds and 92.6k at an average speed of 27.4k an hour. And yeah, from this point, I'm not actually sure what I was saying, gonna have to completely guess. I think I remember saying that I was very, very hungry and I cannot wait to eat everything in the house, and I cannot wait for some Rigo. That is going to be very, very good. And yeah, that was a super fun ride, very windy, very tough, but yeah, very grateful to be able to go on that ride, really enjoyable. And yeah, now going to go and eat lots and lots of food and just rest. Good morning, it is Sunday morning and I've just got up. It's about 10 to 8 and I am about to go for my long run. I'm doing an hour and a half steady, getting it done nice and early. It's pretty cold, but yeah, getting it done early, so I'm gonna wake up and get going for the long run. So let's do this.
Stunning. Feels like I'm in a wee golf. Lovely weather and a lovely run. 10 out of 10.
So as you just saw, Sunday morning's run was really, really nice. It was really nice to be out in the sun, enjoying the nice weather, and unfortunately my watch stopped working halfway through the run, so I don't know the actual exact time and distance, but it will have been pretty close to an hour and a half and somewhere around 15k, but it really doesn't matter too much. It was just a really nice, steady run, and then my Sundays always kind of look the same. The rest of the Sunday is kind of always similar. I will go to church, and then I will often go out for lunch with friends, and then enjoy time just relaxing with friends. It's good fun and nice. Yeah, it's nice to do that on Sundays, have a bit of a different day. So there we go, that is the week's training all done and dusted. I'll run you through the week's total now, but as I said a few minutes ago, I'm super grateful to be able to be doing the training. I'm really enjoying it. It's really good fun and I'm really enjoying seeing the improvements that I'm making, and I'm really looking forward to the season coming up in about 8 weeks time. And I'm not going to tell you what I've got planned for this season yet. I will tell you in a future video kind of what race I'm planning on doing, what races I'm hoping to do, and what's going to be the plan for where I'm going, what I'm doing, where I'm racing. But yeah, I will keep that to myself for now, and I will tell you in a future video once plans are a bit more in place. So yeah, now what you've been waiting for, the stats for the week. It was a total time of 16 hours and 11 minutes, so pretty much exactly what was planned, a few minutes short just from the couple short sessions, but that was made up for a little bit of a few long sessions here and there. And the totals were 14,025 meters swimming, so that was a little bit less than was planned because obviously on that Friday swim I missed out on a bit of distance, and I also missed out on a bit of distance on Tuesday's swim because it was my birthday and I had places to be, people to see. But yeah, my prediction at the beginning of the week was actually a bit short. I think if I'd done everything as planned, it would have been close to 16,000 meters. And then running, I ran 51.31k, so pretty good week of training. It's nice to get some consistent running in over the last 4 or 5 weeks. And then riding 202k, so quite a lot shorter than some previous weeks, but it was more focused on running and swimming. So there we go, those are the week's stats. Super great week of training, as I said, really grateful, really enjoying it. And yeah, that is the week's training all done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've made it all the way to the end again, it's been another long video, so let me know in the comments. I'm very thankful for all of you watching, and if you have any questions, make sure to let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.